What if I told you that scientists uncovered a 444-million-year-old fossil that defies everything we know about ancient life, a creature with no head, no legs, and its insides exposed like a biological X-ray? But what makes this story truly mind-blowing? Well, that part I'll reveal soon. Because to understand Sue, the strangest fossil ever found, we have to go back, way back. Our journey begins in the Soom Shale of South Africa, a remote, rocky site just north of Cape Town. It's a fossil graveyard from a forgotten world, buried deep beneath layers of sediment. Here, the rocks aren't just stone, they're time capsules. In the middle of this ancient seabed, paleontologist Dr. Sarah Gabbott from the University of Leicester was on a routine expedition. She was scanning through layers of shale when something stopped her cold. A strange outline, pressed into stone, unlike anything she'd ever seen. "I knew instantly we had something truly special," she later said. Carefully, over 3 full days, Gabbott and her team excavated the fossil. It was so fragile they had to wrap it in plaster, just like a broken arm, to protect it. Then came a moment of paleontological comedy. British Airways gave the fossil a first-class seat for its flight to the UK. Imagine sitting next to 70 kilos of rock in business class. Now back in the lab, the real mystery began. At first glance, Sue didn't make sense. No visible limbs, no clear external features. The anatomy seemed reversed, puzzling. And it's right here, the incredible truth was finally uncovered. Sue had been fossilized inside out. Yes, really. Her tough exoskeleton, what normally survives the fossilization process, was almost completely gone. But her soft internal tissues, perfectly preserved, muscles, organs, structures that rarely ever survive deep time, a biological miracle. So how does something like this even happen? To find out, we need to rewind the clock, 440 million years. Earth was in chaos. A massive ice age swept across the planet, triggering one of the 5 great mass extinctions in history. Over 85% of marine species were wiped out, but somehow, Sue survived, and was preserved in breathtaking detail. She lived in a harsh marine basin with almost no oxygen and high levels of hydrogen sulfide, the same gas that gives rotten eggs their infamous stench. These conditions were deadly for most life, but perfect for fossilization. Instead of decaying, Sue's tissues were rapidly replaced by calcium phosphate, the same mineral found in our bones and teeth, and just like that, her insides were frozen in time, while the outside disintegrated. But Sue's story didn't end there. After decades of study, 25 years in fact, Gabbott and her team still couldn't fully classify Sue. She didn't match any known species. All signs pointed to her being a completely new type of primitive arthropod, so they named her Susanni after Gabbott's mother, Sue, who always encouraged her daughter to follow her scientific dreams. And in a playful twist, Gabbott joked, "I named her Sue because my mom is a well-preserved specimen." It's not just funny, it's deeply symbolic. Sue the fossil represents a piece of evolutionary history we didn't know existed. A creature from a world on the brink of collapse, a life form that lived, died, and was preserved in such an alien way that it forces us to reimagine what's possible in paleontology. She reminds us that even after 500 million years, the Earth still has secrets to tell. Sometimes those secrets are locked inside volcanic ash or buried beneath layers of ice. But occasionally, just occasionally, they're found inside out. So what do you think? Was Sue a strange evolutionary offshoot, a forgotten ancestor, or a whole new branch on the tree of life? Let me know in the comments. And if ancient mysteries like this make you curious about the deep past, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. There's a whole world of strange fossils, mass extinctions, and prehistoric wonders left to explore, and we're just getting started. Because sometimes the most unbelievable discoveries are the ones hiding in plain sight.